right. Welcome, everybody, to Battle of the Books 2025. We're so excited you're all here. And families, if you can just silence your cell phones before we get started. We don't want any distractions for the kids on stage because it's always a little nerve-wracking being up here in front of everybody. So we're so happy you're here. My name is Kim Buren, and I'm the Director of Youth Services at Oxford Public Library. And this is one of my favorite events of the year that we bring all the schools together for this fun competition all about reading. So we're glad you could join us today. I do want to just make a couple introductions real quick. First of all, we have with us in the audience today our director, Mr. Brian Cloutier. He's over there. Thanks for coming. And on stage in the back, we have our most of our youth staff. We have our judges, Miss Rebecca Carnegie and Sam Belangi. And then working on the scoring tonight is Miss Jane Charlton and Emily D'Angelo. And then Val Logan is back at the ranch. She's covering the desk at the library tonight, so she misses out on the fun, but she's part of the team too. Yeah, she's part of the group too. So welcome, and I know that we have some teachers, principals, staff members in the audience. If there's anybody representing the schools that wants to show their support for their teams, you can stand up and thank you for being here. All right, so I'm going to introduce our teams now so that everyone knows who we've got up here, and I'm going to go in alphabetical order. So, first of all, from Lakeville Elementary, we have the Book Bandits, and you guys can stand up. When I call your name, stand up. The Chapter Champions from Oxford Elementary. The Chapter Champs from Clear Lake Elementary. The Holy Cows from Kingsbury. The Little Crane Makers from Clear Lake. The Nature Know-It-Alls from Clear Lake. The Pathetic Pencils from Oxford Elementary. The Pickle Worms from Lakeville Elementary. The Reading Raiders from Kingsbury. The Retro Readers from Clear Lake. And the Word Explorers from Kingsbury. Lots of dedicated readers up here on stage tonight. All right, so here's how the battle is going to work. We, as I mentioned to the audience before, these kids have read 5 books in addition to their regular schoolwork and everything. They've all read the same 5 books. And so tonight there will be 15 questions, and each question will be read twice so that you make sure you heard it correctly and everything. I'll read it 2 times. You'll have about 30 seconds to think about and talk about think about the answer, and then 30 seconds to write it down. So you have about a minute to work on the answer. When you have written it down, everyone should have somebody who's the writer for their team, and that person should have the clipboard and the pencil. And the extra pencils are for later, so you don't need those right now. But the person writing will have the answer sheets, and that person will write the answer, take the answer sheet off the clipboard once you've written your answer, and hold it up into the air. We have some runners helping us tonight. We have Olive, and we have Elena. They are helping us out tonight as the runners, so they will come and get your answer sheet from you. So you do not have to get up out of your seat. You stay in your seats the whole time, okay? All right. Make sure that you're keeping your voices down when you are discussing your answers, because as you see, it's kind of tight on stage, so you don't want another team to hear your answer, and you don't want to give any hints to anyone else. So make sure you're being as quiet as you can when you're talking about your answer among your team. And just so you know, you do not have to have complete sentences for your answer. They do not need to be in a whole sentence. And spelling does not count for your answer. So as long as the judges can understand what you're trying to write, then you will get credit for that. For every question, you will also write the author's last name on the spot that says author, and you want to write the author's last name only on that spot, and spelling does count for the author's last name. Okay? The runners will collect your answers, and then after the judges have all of the answer sheets, then I will announce the answer to that question, so you'll know right away kind of if you got it right or not, okay? And all the answers and judges' decisions are final. We've checked our questions and answers many times to make sure that they are correct and accurate, and the judges want you to do well. So if they're going to be very fair in their judging of your answers. We will not go over answers during the battle. So if I say the answer and you have a question, we don't answer questions about it. It's up to the judges to decide if something is correct or not, and there's no discussing it during the battle or after. Because again, we've really thought through which answers we'll accept as correct. And then once the answer is read, then we'll go on to the next question. Audience, please do not help the participants. I know you've read all these books. Okay. So we're going to do a practice question first to get started. So everybody on that first answer sheet should say practice question or sample question on it. And this does not count for any points. This is just to get you understanding the process and start feeling comfortable and not so nervous. So the practice question is, in the book Gooseberry Park, what kind of animal is Stumpy? In the book Gooseberry Park, what kind of animal is Stumpy? There's very well be quiet discussion. And remember, this answer does not matter. It's just to practice writing it down, getting it off the clipboard, holding it up in the air. The runners will come get your sheets. So it's just a practice all the way around. So make sure you hold it high up in the air once you have your answer written on your paper. Team writers, make sure you're holding your answer high up in the air so the runners can see it. Okay, is there any team that has not given us their answer yet? Okay, everyone's good. So in the book Gooseberry Park, what kind of animal is Stumpy, everyone? A squirrel. Okay. All right, now we're moving on to the real questions. All right, is everybody ready? Yeah, you don't sound very confident. Everybody ready? Yes! I know you guys are going to do awesome. All right. So, this is another Gooseberry Park question. In the book Gooseberry Park, Stumpy was a collector of many things. What did Stumpy consider to be her most beautiful treasure? Okay, in the book Gooseberry Park, Stumpy was a collector of many things. What did Stumpy consider to be her most beautiful treasure? Okay, have any teams not turned in their answer yet? Zippy quick. Okay. All right, so in the book Gooseberry Park, Stumpy was a collector of many things. What did Stumpy consider her most beautiful treasure? The answer is a watch. We would also accept a watch that glowed in the dark or a glow-in-the-dark watch, but you could just say a watch and that would be good. All right, question number 2. In the book Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes, what city was at the heart of the story? Sadako lived there and the bomb was dropped there. In the book Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes, what city was at the heart of the story? Sadako lived there and the bomb was dropped there. Are there teams that have not turned in their answer yet? Okay. That's fine, just check it. And for any of the questions, it's always better to put a guess, even if you don't think you know it, than leaving it blank. Okay, are there any teams that have not turned in their answer yet? All right. In the book Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes, what city was at the heart of the story? Sadako lived there and the bomb was dropped there. The answer is Hiroshima, or Hiroshima. It's kind of pronounced hopefully. Okay, question number 3. In the book Blast Back, the Statue of Liberty, what is in the statue's right hand? In the book Blast Back, the Statue of Liberty, what is in the statue's right hand? Okay, are there any teams that have not turned in their answer? Okay, are there any teams that have not turned in their answer? All right, in the book, Blast Back the Statue of Liberty, what is in the statue's right hand? The answer is torch. Question number 4. In the book, Total Mayhem number 1, Monday into the Cave of Thieves, what did Dash pour himself to drink with breakfast? Be specific. In the book, Total Mayhem 1, Monday into the Cave of Thieves, what did Dash pour himself to drink with breakfast? Be specific. Are there teams that have not turned in their answer yet? You guys do need to write down an answer, even if it's a guess, okay? Okay, are you guys still doing it, or you did turn yours in? Oh, okay, I'm so sorry. I thought you had raised your hand. Guys, okay, sorry. Everyone has turned theirs in. All right, in the book Total Mayhem, Monday into the Cave of Thieves, what did Dash pour himself to drink with breakfast? The answer is wombat juice. And you do have to have the wombat part. You can't just say juice, okay? All right, number 5. In the book Where the Mountain Meets the Moon, name 2 of the 10 things that Min Lee took with her when she ran away. Be specific and only write 2 items. If you write more than 2, it's wrong, even if 2 of them are right. In the book Where the Mountain Meets the Moon, name 2 of the 10 things that Min Lee took with her when she ran away. Be specific, only write 2 items. there any teams that have not turned in their answer? All right, in the book, Where the Mountain Meets the Moon, name 2 of the 10 things that Minley took with her when she ran away. So here are the possible answers. A needle, a knife, chopsticks, fishnet, bowl, uncooked rice or just rice, bamboo, large pot, gourd full of water, copper coin. All right. Question number 6. In the book Gooseberry Park, why did Murray pick Stumpy's tree to live in? In the book Gooseberry Park, why did Murray pick Stumpy's tree to live in? Are there any teams that have not turned in their answer? All right, in the book Gooseberry Park, why did Murray pick Stumpy's tree to live in? And the answer, it was the only tree that did not have a woodpecker. Question number 7. In the book Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes, why was Sadako so excited when she came home from school at the beginning of autumn? In the book Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes, why was Sadako so excited when she came home from school at the beginning of autumn? Are there any teams that have not turned in their answer? In the book Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes, why was Sadako so excited when she came home from school at the beginning of autumn? And the answer is, she had been chosen for the relay race. Question number 8. In the book Blast Back, the Statue of Liberty, what were 2 ways the French raised money to build the statue? Only list 2 ways. If you write more than 2, it'll be marked incorrect. In the book Blast Back, the Statue of Liberty, what were 2 ways the French raised money to build the statue? Are there any teams that have not turned in their answer? In the book Blast Back, the Statue of Liberty, what were 2 ways the French raised money to build the statue? Only list 2 ways. The answer was lotteries, parties, selling souvenirs, and charging to watch construction. So any of those 2 would be correct answers. Question number 9. In the book Total Mayhem 1, Monday into the Cave of Thieves, how does Dash defeat the Scallywags at his house? In the book Total Mayhem 1, Monday into the Cave of Thieves, how does Dash defeat the Scallywags at his house? Are there any teams that have not turned in their answer? In the book Total Mayhem 1, Monday into the Cave of Thieves, how does Dash defeat the scallywags at his house? And the answer is by turning the ground into quicksand. Question number 10. In the book Where the Mountain Meets the Moon, Minley helps a beggar at the market of green abundance. Who does the beggar turn out to be? In the book Where the Mountain Meets the Moon, Minley helps a beggar at the market of green abundance. Who does the beggar turn out to be? Are there any teams that have not turned in their answer? Okay. In the book Where the Mountain Meets the Moon, Minley helps a beggar at the market of green abundance. Who does the beggar turn out to be? The answer is the king. Question number 11. In the book Gooseberry Park, where did Kona put Murray and the babies when they go to the basement of Professor Albert's house? Be specific. In the book Gooseberry Park, where did Kona put Murray and the babies when they go to the basement of Professor Albert's house? Be specific. Are there any teams that have not turned in their answer? In the book Gooseberry Park, where did Kona put Murray and the babies when they go to the basement of Professor Albert's house? Be specific. The answer was in a giant box of Christmas decorations. We'll also accept just box of Christmas decorations, but you can't just say in a box. Question number 12. In the book Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes, what two items did her best friend, Chizuko, bring to the hospital on her first visit? In the book Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes, what two items did her best friend, Chizuko, bring to the hospital on her first visit? Are there any teams that have not turned in their answer? In the book, Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes, what two items did her best friend Chizuko bring to the hospital on her first visit? The answer is paper and scissors. Question number 13. In the book, Blast Back the Statue of Liberty, President Grant wanted the monument to be useful. How? In the book, Blast Back the Statue of Liberty, President Grant wanted the monument to be useful. How? Are there any teams that have not turned in their answers? Right, in the book, Blast Back the Statue of Liberty, President Grant wanted the monument to be useful. How? The answer is he wanted it to be a lighthouse. Question number 14. In Total Mayhem 1, Monday into the Cave of Thieves, what does Dash Can Do have under his desk in English class? In Total Mayhem 1, Monday into the Cave of Thieves, what does Dash Can Do have under his desk in the English class? Have any teams not turned in their answer? In Total Mayhem 1, Monday into the Cave of Thieves, what does Dash Can Do have under his desk in English class? The answer is a trap door. Okay, we're at the final question, unless we have a tie. Question 15. In the book, Where the Mountain Meets the Moon, what did the family from the village of the Moon Rain use to make Minley's coat? In the book, Where the Mountain Meets the Moon, what did the family from the village of the Moon Rain use to make Minley's coat? Are there any teams that have not turned in their answer? In the book Where the Mountain Meets the Moon, what did the family from the village of the Moon Rain use to make Minley's coat? The answer is pieces of material from their own sleeves. All right. Just wait a quick minute to see if we have a winner or if we have a tie. Looks like we have a tie. So we're going to move into some tiebreaker questions, and everyone still has more answer sheets for this very situation. So how this will work is we don't know how many teams are tied at the moment, and we're going to have everybody answer these questions, but only the teams that are actually tied will those points count. So the judges will determine that, and the scorekeepers will determine that, but we're going to have everybody answer the questions. But they only count for the people who are the teams actually in the tie. So here we go with tiebreak question number 1. In the book Gooseberry Park, why did Stumpy call her little girl Baby Sparrow? In the book Gooseberry Park, why did Stumpy call her little girl baby Sparrow? Are there any teams that have not turned in their answer? All right, in the book Gooseberry Park, why did Stumpy call her little girl baby Sparrow? So there were 2 answers that we would accept. It's either because she sang in her sleep like a little bird, or because of her pretty songs. Either of those 2 answers would be correct. Okay, we still have a tie. So we're going to go to another tiebreaker question. Tiebreaker question number 2. In the book Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes, what is the name of the Memorial Day that occurs each year on August 6th that remembers those who died when the atom bomb was dropped on the city of Hiroshima? In the book Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes, what is the name of the Memorial Day that occurs each year on August 6th that remembers those who died when the atom bomb was dropped on the city of Hiroshima? Are there any teams that have not turned in their answer? Okay. Are there now any teams that have not turned in their answer? All right, in the book Sadako and the Thousand Paper Cranes, what is the name of the Memorial Day that occurs each year on August 6th that remembers those who died when the atom bomb was dropped on the city of Hiroshima? The answer is Peace Day. Okay, so we have a winner, but they're going to be doing a little tabulation and collecting of information. So in the meantime, everybody on your clipboard, there's white paper underneath the answer sheets. Those are some evaluations. And so each teammate member can take one of those, and then you all have pencils at your spot. And you can use your chair to write on if you need to, like just sit on the floor and use your chair to write on if you need to. And if you can just fill out this quick evaluation, we just want to know which books you liked, if there were any you didn't like, what you thought about Battle of the Books. So if you could just take a minute while the judges and the scorers are putting everything together to fill those out. Once your team has all finished filling out the evaluations, you can hold all of them at one time up in the air, like put them together in a stack and hold them up for the runners. And families, while we're waiting, I do have a couple of announcements. First of all, I want to thank our friends of the library for sponsoring this event. They there's some cookies in the lobby that they pay for, and then they sponsor the awards and the trophy engraving and the medals and the prizes. So I just want to give a big round of applause to our library friends for their support. And speaking of library friends, this week happens to be the spring book sale for the library friends. The book sales are big fundraisers for the library. The friends do various fundraisers through the year, and that money comes directly back to us in the form of sponsoring Battle of the Books. They sponsor our summer reading program. They sponsor different programs and activities. We would not be able to do all of the things that we do for your kids if we did not have the support of the library friends. So we encourage you to come to the book sale and buy lots of books. You can always also join the friends. You don't have to volunteer time to join the friends. It can be just a monetary donation. Again, that just helps fundraise for things for the library. The book sale, there's a Friends Preview Night, which is tomorrow night. So if you join the Friends, and you can join at the door, you get to have first pick of everything at the book sale. And that begins tomorrow night, and that's from 4 to 7 tomorrow. And then on Thursday, the sale opens up to the general public and is open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Friday, it's open 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then Saturday is called Bag Day. You pay $5 and you get a bag, and you can stuff as many books in the bag as you can. And that is from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And so please come and support the library and the friends. They told me that they have the biggest number of children's books they've ever had, and the children's books, most of them are only 50 cents each. So definitely come and find some great books for your kids, have them shop, and get some books for yourself as well. And there's other things, there's puzzles for sale, sometimes there's games, there's DVDs, CDs, there's all kinds of stuff for sale at the book sale, so please come to that. Just wait till all the evaluations are collected. have we collected all the evaluations? I think we have one team. All right. So before I announce the winners, I just want to tell you all how proud of you that we are. I know your parents and your team advisors and your teachers are very proud of you for putting in all the extra time to read these books and meet up as a team and everything. And we hope that you had a lot of fun. You showed a lot of great teamwork, determination, and dedication to doing this. Before we announce the winners, I do want all of the kids on stage to give a big round of applause to your team advisors and your teachers who are supporting you. Thank you everyone for all your supporting these awesome kids. They wouldn't be here without you. Okay, I think we're ready. Now just remember, there can only be one battle champion, but you guys all have something to be proud of for all the work that you put in. So don't feel sad if you're not the winner. So I'm gonna just announce the top 3 teams. So 3rd place, 2nd place, and 1st place. Tomorrow morning, as soon as I get into the library, I will be getting all the scores in a way that they can be shared, and I'll send them out to the team advisors and the schools as soon as I can in the morning, so that your teams will know exactly where they fell in the lineup of things. So in 3rd place, I got to name. I'm so sorry. We have other awards to give out first before I can name the champions. So we give out a couple of creativity awards for Battle of the Books, and one of those is Best Team Name, and then the other one is Best Costume. And so we're going to give those out first before we award the champions. So for the Best Team Name this year, the winner from Lakeville is the Pickle Worms. So Pickle Worms, if you want to stand up. And all the winning teams, the best costume, best team name, and the winner of the battle, we want all you guys to stay on the stage afterwards so we can get your pictures, okay? So just, you guys don't leave when it's time to go. All right, and then for the best costume this year from Clear Lake Elementary is the Nature Know-It-Alls. Come up to the front so everyone can see your adorable costumes. Come on up, those are so cute. They can line up so everyone can see how nature is right. We always tell the kids that we want to see most creative costume, not most expensive costume, and I think they hit it on all fronts. That was awesome. Okay, so now we'll give you the results of the battle itself. So in 3rd place from Clear Lake Elementary was the Little Crane Makers. Good job. In 2nd place from Oxford Elementary was the Chapter Champions. And in 1st place this year, the winners of Battle of the Books 2025 are the Reading Raiders from Kingsbury. Congratulations, guys. All right, so battle champions, you can head back to your seats real quick, and we're going to get pictures of you in a second. All right, so all of the other teams, I want to congratulate you two. You guys worked really hard. I hope you had fun. All right, great job. Let's give all of them a great round of applause. So everybody, you can stand up. And then what we want you to do is file back out the way you came and go to your sign out in the hallway and then wait for your parents there, and then everyone can enjoy a cookie in the hallway, okay? Great job, everybody.